Yes, we're back. Roshfooco watches and things today. Proxima Scubamaster SBDX001, homaging the Seiko Marine Master 300 SBDX001. That's a bit cheeky, Proxima. You've stolen their reference number. Another one of the AliExpress watches that I've been getting involved in the last few months, just for a bit of fun. I guess I've always wanted a Marine Master, but I'm not going to fork out that type of money for it. I'll get this from the Proxima official store, I think. Certainly a Proxima store on AliExpress. I think it's about 160 quid, maybe 150. Can't quite remember. I got it before Christmas. It is a beast. It is 206 grams, sized up for me, 7-inch wrist. It's a 224 grams with the 3 links that I've already taken out. You put them back on, it's 224 grams. So it is it's a chunk of steel. It is a monoblock case, so there is no case back. If you want to get into the movement for servicing, etc., you have to take off the bezel, take out the crystal, and bring everything out from the front side. So that does mean that it's going to be very, very durable. I suppose it's going to rely on whatever kind of gasketing there is on the crystal, but it's one of those depth ratings that I can believe in, really. So it is heavy. It's a 44mm case. It's only 42 across the bezel. 16mm thick. It's a beast. 50mm lug to lug. 20mm lug width. It's got the usual AliExpress dive watch spec sheet, ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal with AR coating for days, NH35 inside. Okay bezel. It is loosened up since I've been using it over the last, what are we talking, probably 2.5 months, but it is a little wobbly. Nicely finished handset. You can actually see that. If we can get it onto the light there. Yeah. It's a brushed handset with a nice little polished bevel on the edge. Really well done. Applied indexes. Case is finished really well. If Proxima do, I mean, it's the only Proxima watch I have. I'm not sure I'm going to buy another one, but it seems to be made really well. It's finished well. The transitions are nice. The materials seem like they're decent for the money. Let's have a look at that crown. It's a big chunky crown. It is, hold on, can we see it? When it's screwed in all the way, it is recessed into the case. Screws out really well. And the thing that I like on this one is just screw straight in. There's no issue there. The amount of kind of affordable watches where the crown is just, it's the weak point, you know. You just, are you going to cross thread it? Is it, do you have to kind of put it back to pop it in before you can screw it in? This one, no issues at all. That goes in like cream every time. I like that. The bracelet is also a homage of a Marine Master bracelet. I know it looks like it's 5 links, but it's not. It's just one piece with those kind of faux polished bits on the inner. Push pins, that's okay. They hold together fine. I've never had a push pin fail on me at all. What I would say is that we've only got 3 micro adjusts, and those links are really, really long. So if you're lucky like me, then you can find a position where it fits comfortably. You might not though, because the length of those links to the length of the micro adjusts is, it doesn't match up. The clasp is unusually very small actually. It is a scissor clasp. It is a kind of moulded or stamped housing for the clasp, but it is pretty satisfactory. It has got a fold over which is a little loose, but it's not going to come apart, that's fine. But it is quite small for quite such a big watch. Have a look at the clasp on a 38mm San Martin diver, is much longer. So that's an interesting choice that Proxima have done there. But strangely enough, it doesn't interfere with the balance of the watch. You'd have thought that such a big watch, such a heavy kind of monoblock head would roll around on the wrist, certainly when you're not counterbalancing it with a bigger clasp, but it doesn't seem to. It seems to work pretty well. In fact, talking of that, I'm just going to stick it on. So there it is. It is 50mm lug-in to lug-ins, so it's just about okay for a 7-inch wrist. Doesn't flap about too much. Clasp is small, but surprisingly comfortable, considering these are big links. Obviously there's less articulation in the bracelet. It does wear really quite comfortably. I've been wearing this a lot, and you can wear it all day, and it's certainly not too heavy for me. Just to mention, this is an older generation of this. There is a new 2021 gen of this watch, and it's a funny one. It's a bit weird, where it's exactly the same watch, but the case is different, where you can kind of unscrew it and pull out the round head of the watch, leaving the kind of lug exterior bit of the case. I guess it's so you can take it out and you can put it on, I don't know, a samurai shaped case, or you can put it on an SKX shaped case or something, but I don't know about that. That sounds a bit gimmicky to me, you know. It's you know, the reason why we have different watches is because you've got different handsets, you've got different indices, you've just got different styles that you like. And I don't think, you know, pulling the head of the watch out, sticking it in a different lugs or different case shape or something, I don't buy into it. I think it's a bit gimmicky. Anyway, that's by the by. This was the Proxima Scubamaster SBDX001. Too good, too bad. The two goods, certainly that crown, that is absolute dairy, that is cream, which I like, seeing as that's the interface between you and your watch. Then to have it so well engineered is really good. And the general build quality is built like a tank. There are no issues, nothing's kind of falling apart or unscrewing, or the bezel's a little wobbly. but I can forgive it. That general build quality is really good, so shout out to Proxima for that. Too bad. The Luminescence is, you know, it's okay. It's BGW9 on the indexes. This Lume pip here is slightly different. I mean, we can have a look at it if you want. It's not perfectly dark in here, and it doesn't really matter because these are never real tests anyway. Yeah, but it's great Lume, isn't it? Well, not really. That lumed triangle will last a duration. The hands will fall off pretty quickly, to be honest. In fact, shall I just leave it here and we can have a look at it again in a few minutes. There it is after, what, 3 or 4 minutes? And it's fallen off pretty substantially. Here it is after another 2 or 3 minutes. You can see it's falling off. Yeah, you can still see it in this not particularly dark room, but you know, just as an example, this was sitting on the desk next to it, so it's done the same lume. In fact, it hasn't even been UV'd like the other one has. This is the faux patina lume on the retro water ghost San Martin, and you can see that it's killing it. So lume is not its forte, I would say. And the second thing to just discuss before I leave you is the AliExpress shop page for Proxima watches. Boys, you might have been looking at this during the video and thinking you've got gilt bezel markings, but you've got a stainless steel silver handset and applied markers. Yeah, I have, and the only thing I can say is that I didn't know that's what it was going to be. I was looking for the gilt one throughout. I did send them a message in saying, have you got a gilt Scubamaster? They pointed me in the direction of this one. You know, fair play. Lost in translation, perhaps they just thought I meant gilt bezel. I was looking for gilt the whole thing. Even when they sent me the pictures, as they do through AliExpress, this is your watch, this is how it's been put on a time graph, or etc, etc. You still couldn't tell then. Is it a reflection? What's going on here? So ultimately, I didn't actually get a watch that I wanted because of the piss poor pictures on the AliExpress page that Proxima have up. So I would suggest to them to, you know, invest in a decent camera and a decent photographer and get some decent photos up there. But having said that, I'm not too averse to it. I do wear this one a lot actually since I got it. So it is the Proxima Scubamaster SBDX001. I'm roshfooco watches and things, and I'm out.